Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Gio.
And I'm Sean, and today we're going to be looking at great, realistic loadouts for the assault rifles.
Let's get into it. Number 1, the VK-47 Flatline.
Much like myself in a squad, the Flatline is often the forgotten child of the group. There are a number of superstar weapons in this class, but the Flatline has a lot of qualities that are often overlooked.
Damage-wise, you'll see 16 to the body and 32 for headshots. Whilst not the strongest of the group, its solid rate of fire and large standard clip size means the Flatline can put an opponent on their back pretty sharpish.
But to counteract that damage, the Flatline has quite heavy recoil and sway. This is why we believe having a standard stock attachment to counter the recoil pattern and aim drift is pretty essential. The better rarity standard stock you find, the more viable the Flatline becomes at range, allowing it to serve you longer as the match goes on.
The Flatline's heavy recoil makes it better suited for close to medium range encounters, so slap on a 1x HCOG scope and you'll be good to go. You won't be attempting to auto-fire long range with this weapon, so anything past the 1x HCOG or maybe pushing it a 1 to 2x variable scope would be pointless.
So, in summary, the Flatline can be a powerful companion if its flaws are considered and the right attachments become available. Taking this into account, keep an eye out for a standard stock and either a 1x HCOG or 1 to 2x variable. We know it'd be best if every attachment was filled and legendary, but this is supposed to be realistic loadouts, not super lucky.
A winner has been appointed.
Number 2, the Hemlok Burst AR.
The Hemlok can be a phenomenally strong piece of kit with body damage of 18 and headshots at 36 damage. Coupled with the unique 3-round burst fire, the Hemlok can put down enemies faster than I can run 100 meters.
And how fast can you run 100 meters?
My best record is under an hour.
Pretty impressive. 3 rounds or single fire makes the Hemlok incredibly accurate at any range, so it's easy to swap between 1x optics or something a little longer like the 3x HCOG for distance and not struggle with accuracy.
The extended heavy mag is key, given that the burst rate does put you in a tricky spot against someone with a full auto weapon. We also recommend a standard stock, as you will be aiming down sights a lot with this weapon, so the more accuracy, the better.
So for the best realistic loadout for the Hemlok, you should look out for either a 1x optic or 3x HCOG, an extended heavy magazine and a standard stock. The stock is optional, but if you manage to last until you're in the top 3 at least, you might as well keep an eye out.
Number 3, the Havoc rifle. Versatile, adaptable, reliable. The only lies on my resume, I swear. But what these do describe with accuracy is the Havoc. If not for the Apex menu kindly classing it for us, the Havoc's versatility would make it pretty tricky to pin down.
First, the numbers. It shares identical output to the Hemlok with 18 damage to the body and 36 to the head. Comparing the two, the Havoc has a slightly faster output of damage even despite its slight wind-up time when you first pull the trigger.
The hop-ups are where it's at for the Havoc, being the only weapon in the game that can currently switch between 2. Adding the turbocharger eliminates the wind-up time we mentioned at the start. This not only increases your DPS, but also keeps the fire rate consistent for the clip, making it much easier to land shots in between reloads.
Second choice is the Select Fire Receiver that, unlike when attached to the Prowler, allows you to make the Havoc single fire. This laser beam takes a second to charge but increases the damage output of the single shot, allowing to transform your humble Havoc into a deadly sniper with the flick of a button.
Whilst adding versatility, this does put the Havoc in a unique place. Often it's preferable to find your ideal hop-up before picking up a Havoc. Scope choice largely comes down to how you decide to pimp your Havoc. With a 3x HCOG, again a solid choice for your hit scan beam, and a 2x slotting nicely onto your turbocharged beauty.
The standard stock is the only additional attachment. Fortunately, the recoil pattern is quite an easy read as you can see, so the stock is there really to only take the edge off.
To recap, the Havoc, being a uniquely diverse weapon, can have 2 loadouts. If you manage to find a turbocharger attachment, we recommend it goes with a 2x sight.
If with a Select Fire Receiver, we recommend a 3x HCOG. Both can be used with a standard stock, but again, this is very much optional.
Took out the whole squad. All right.
Number 4, the R-301 carbine. So here we are, the pinnacle of AR perfection. The R-301 carbine is to assault rifles what I am to the beard world. Nothing but consistent.
It is quite an understated beauty. The gun, that is, not Sean's imaginary beard.
It goes down to my belly today.
There's no showy energy ammo, no endless supply of hop-up slots, just a fine specimen of a gun that tells your enemies to lie down and obey.
At first glance, the damage output does little to inspire confidence with only 14 per body shot and 28 to the dome. Although those numbers aren't huge, what the R-301 lacks in power, it makes up for, well, everything else. The fire rate is great, and even a level 1 extended light mag is enough for you to see off a fully kitted opponent in a single clip.
The R-301 excels at any range. Even long-range battles can be won with proper fire control. Generally, a 2x HCOG is the best choice though for dealing with the majority of firefights, especially as close fights benefit from that sterling rate of fire.
A barrel stabiliser is one of the most important attachments to the R-301, as the level 3 in particular can all but eliminate the minor vertical recoil.
For our final recap of the video, the R-301 benefits greatly from an extended light mag, a 2x HCOG, and a barrel stabiliser. All that is left for you here is to point, aim, and live the dream.
A big bushy beard.
And utter carnage dealt by using the R-301.
Enemy take enough.
So there you have it, our top AR loadouts for any budding Bangalore out there. What do you think of the picks? Let us know in the comments and like if you enjoyed.
Also, catch us live over at mixer.com/EA Central or twitch.tv/EA Central, where we play Apex and a whole host of other EA titles. We'll see you next time. Bye!